My name is Kitone, and I'm a small business owner. We've acquired a building in East London, and this building was vacant for about 10 years. We've converted into a mixed use, but on the same building, there is a church upstairs, and there is a cafe at the end. But we've put in an application. This application has been turned down because of the mayor protected area for employment. We are looking to employ people in this building, but now we have to submit an application to the building inspectorate, planning inspectorate, to go into a hearing. That takes about 6 to 7 months. My question here is, whom can I speak to be able to help us? Because we are looking at employing people. We've invested money, but we have to wait 6 months before we operate. Whereas the council is telling us that this building, we cannot use it for mixed use when we've got already a building upstairs which has been in use for 40 years, mixed use.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor?
So let me do all of your questions. Firstly, on the local plan. So that plan, because it's, I don't mean this in an offensive way, it's quite small. It wouldn't come to the mayor. So I'm not sure who's told you it's to do with us. It'd be an issue for the council officers, councillors, and would be a local plan an issue. So it's something to raise with your ward councillors. You can go on the council website, find out when their surgery is, go and speak to the ward councillors who can assist you in relation to getting the council to relook at your application on the merits rather than going through the long, convoluted plan and inspector route, which, as you said, can take 6 to 7 months and is quite expensive and causes quite delay.
This is a great event. It's where we bring the public in to speak directly to the mayor. Unfortunately, the mayor dominates proceedings, so he can say whatever he likes. I think he's very disingenuous. If you talk about rent controls, for instance, he was part of a government that said it didn't work. We wrote a report in City Hall which proved it didn't work. He's saying it because he knows it sounds strong. He has no intention of delivering it. We saw it with his 80,000 homes a year. He didn't do that as well. But what I do like about this event is that real people come and make their point heard, and it's a real great way for us politicians to take the temperature in any given area. So I always do it if I can.
Young people and the violence, what are your plans actually to combat this problem?
When you talk about young people and a culture of violence in London, there's a few things you have to be aware of. Firstly, it's a culture, and we need to turn that around, and that will need a tough and a tender approach. So we need better technologies for the police, better training for the police, so that stop and search can be done properly. We can use scan and search, so they don't have to stop anyone at all. But on the other end, we should have a second chance fund. A third of all young people involved in a knife-carrying incident then go on to reoffend again. We need to break that cycle. Those same people have normally been involved in 13 different incidences. We need to break that cycle. And what that means is directing some of the money we have directly at them at that point of learning, to get them into education, to get them away from the gang life they have, and to bring them forward. And to be clear, this isn't only about gangs. There's lots of young people in sticky situations, not in the gang as well, but it's about showing them in real terms that we have faith in them, not just nice flowery words.
My passion is young people. That, most of the questions, they are focused on housing, they're focusing on transport, but really, we need to go to the grassroots and have question time for young people. Let them ask the questions, because things like crime, they are the most victim into this. So I think it's useful that I could voice my opinion. I can raise my question and get an answer, and possibly a contact. So it was very, very useful.
How about the economic question?
The economic question, I don't think it was addressed properly. They look at housing, they don't look at employment. And again, it falls back to the young people. So these young people, they're in universities, they're going to look for jobs. They don't look at supporting their businesses, which are going to employ and create opportunities for young people, and things like apprenticeship, which is going to allow them equipped and compete in a competitive economy.
Because you have got a project that you're developing, but you are having problems with the council.
Yes, I've directed my question directly to the mayor and his team. But again, these things, they've got a lot of bureaucracy. They send you left and center. But yeah, we can only as a community and grassroots, push and voice our opinion and do our best and not wait for the government to come and intervene.